Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another anime first impression video. Welcome once again. It's going to be on the anime Villainess level 99. I may be the hitting boss, but I'm not the demon lord. Um, it is actually a very interesting story. Personally, I really enjoyed the first episode. Past the first half, once I knew what was going on. It is one that, just from the title, I was confused if I was watching the right anime until it explained what was going on, and then I fully understood what what way direction this anime may be going. Now, I don't know if that's the direction it is gonna go, but I'm gonna assume that the direction I think it's going is the right one. Now, before I explain, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media and other places by going in the description below. Gosh, I can't talk. Um, and I'm trying my best to release as many first impression videos. But again, we'll see how many I'm able to release. This is actually one that I wasn't really wanting to watch per se, but I'm glad that I did. So I am trying to give a chance to all the ones that I prefer first, and then watch the ones that may, like this one, be better than what I think they were. Um, yeah, go check it out. I think there's about 5 or 6 videos already out on first impression videos, so you guys can see what's airing, what's good, what's not so good, so on and so forth. This one was surprisingly better than I expected. Now, I'm just gonna call it Villainous Level 99. Just the title itself, again with the extension of the title, it told me that it was gonna be about a, I guess, hitting boss, a very powerful girl, a villain. And that's not what we got in the first half of the episode. In fact, we get a story of a commoner who can do light magic. She heals an old lady in the beginning of the episode, and then because of that, she's late to getting into the new academy that she's going to. She gets help by like 3 different guys. One is a nerdy dude that closes the gate on her, and he tells her like, hey, but there's another entrance somewhere else that you can get in through. And in that entrance he meets another guy, red haired guy, who is very strong, stronger than usual. And then they fall through the roof because they get distracted, and she falls on top of a blonde haired dude. So it all pointed to reverse harem to me. I was like, oh, it's gonna be, I guess, a hero maybe turned to villain. Not really sure why the title was the title. Um, and this girl is gonna be, I guess, adventuring with these 3 other guys, and that's essentially what I assumed the series was gonna be about. Now, um, I still think they're gonna follow their story, but the actual main character was in the background or hiding amongst the story throughout the entire first half. Now, you don't really see her in the actual anime, like you don't see her hiding, but you do recognize through her POV that she is watching this pink hair girl who I guess is the commoner girl, the protagonist in the story itself, become the person she is. Now, our protagonist from the actual anime, Yumela, she is reincarnated into a villain, uh, uh, as a villain, sorry, into an Otome RPG game that she had experience with. Now, she finds out that she's a villain very young age, and she starts training as much as possible because she, in her mind, is she's not going to get in the way of the hero or the protagonist of this ultimate game, which is this pink hair girl. And but if, because of her secret bossness or secret, evil character, helping the character and the heroes get stronger, I guess, throughout the way. If she fails to do that for them, then she at the very least is strong enough to kill the demon lord. with if she has to. Now, problem is that she's trying to live a peaceful life away from the hero and basically not get in the way. Problem occurs on the initiation of the freshmen or newcomers to the academy. Everyone has to touch the ball and basically show what level they're at. Now, our pink hair girl, who I thought was protagonist, she's just level one. She does have light magic. She's also the only commoner amongst a bunch of nobles, so she's special as she can be, like any ultimate game that you can play, right? Then our other protagonists hit it, and the strongest one is the red hair guy, being in level 10. There's a lot of cheers, there's a lot of ahs and ohs, and like, wow, can't believe that he's in our class, so on and so forth. And then our protagonist, our villainess, touches the ball, and she's super nervous because she doesn't know what level she's in. She doesn't know if she's gonna end up being more than this guy, and basically put a target on her back, or uh, attract the wrong attention from the wrong people. And yeah, she ends up actually being OP in her own way, level 99. Now we don't know that's the peak, that's the most she can be, but at the very least we know that she's the strongest amongst a bunch of other people and nobles who are now amazed of how strong she is. Now, this obviously changes her plan of having a tranquil life to being in the headlines, or at the very least in the eyesight of this hero group that was supposed to go and defeat the demon lord. So yeah, that in a nutshell is the first episode. I was very surprised that the protagonist was not part of the first half of the story, and I'm wondering if they're going to continue doing that in the next episodes, where we get half an episode of the ultimate protagonist story, and then the second half of our actual villainous protagonist that was reborn into this world. Maybe see some stuff of her POV and so on and so forth. So really really enjoyed the usage of both points of views, and I really really like the fact that they um, they made it to the point where I was like, oh man, this is a typical reverse harem. The girl has a bunch of guys. Like it seemed like I was watching an ultimate based anime, and I was like, wow, it was gonna suck, and it didn't, because then it was like, oh yeah, all that you watched, yeah, that actually is a game, and I'm reborn into this game, which was a pretty good shocker. So, anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. And I will see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.